What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark, MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm going to talk about Little Brother. This is an independent drama that has acquired audio description, and I watched it on Pluto. This might be my first Pluto review ever. Yeah. I noticed it was on the Apple Store with audio description. I just never got around to paying for it. And then it went to Tubi where it did not have audio description, and now it's available on Pluto where it does have audio description. So if you can catch it on Pluto while it has audio description, if not, you can also rent it in the Apple Store with audio description. It stars Phillip, Ettinger, Daniel, Diamond, and J.K. Simmons. So Phillip is a rising star. He's been putting his name out there more and more and getting him more and more involved in projects. And I think he's probably going to be the one who will end up attracting people to this as they go back through and watch it, feeling like that they missed out on it. I don't think people are catching up on the catalog of J.K. Simmons, and I don't know Daniel. So the reason to watch here would be Phillip, who is catching more and more films along the way. It's not a happy movie. The movie is based on Jake, who is the titular little brother, who's played by Daniel, and he's sent by his parents. His dad is J.K. Simmons, to his older brother, Phillip, whose character is Pete, to sort of retrieve him and get him to come home, because his brother has presumably once again tried to commit suicide and thus cannot be trusted on his own and needs to be wrangled and brought home where his parents can keep a thumb on things. This is not the first time that he's tried. He clearly struggles with depression and mental health issues, and that is sort of what drives the film, that and the relationship between the brothers. It's fine. I wasn't necessarily blown away by it, which is why I understand this film hasn't caught like a ton of attention, but it's a good movie. I can kind of understand why this wasn't in the Oscar conversation in any year. It's listed as a 2023 release on IMDb. It's listed as a 2024 release by Apple. So I think it's one of those things where it debuted at a festival in 2023, but actually debuted theatrically in 2024. So if you, depending on how you want to catch this, then I'm watching it in 2025. So maybe you'll watch it in 2026, and then somebody just continue the yearly anniversaries of achievements of this thing this film has made it through. But it's a little bit of a road trip movie, but it's more just a brotherly bonding film that has a really tough subject matter that it needs to navigate through as Jake. It's like walking on eggshells, but he has this relationship with Pete, and they talk a lot about, growing up, and the dad's a hard ass, which has factored a lot into Pete's own mental health, which is why he's a little nervous about going home, because it may aggravate things. And they reminisce about things in the past, but Jake kind of just keeps remembering the one time, or the first time, that his brother tried, and keeps alluding to that through images that we don't fully understand until Jake kind of tells us that's his story, like what it was like for him being the younger brother, for the person that he looked up to and everything. So it's emotionally impactful. Again, I'm mentioning a lot of this because I know that this is like a trigger warning subject for some people. So if you feel like my review is a little bit spoilery, I also know a lot of people have had relationships with this kind of thing, and would like to know sort of the extent at which they're about to watch a movie, I would say it plays thematically, it's literally the centerpiece of the movie. So if you're uncomfortable watching movies about this, about suicide, then this is not the movie for you. Um, but if you're okay with it, then it's a good film. I mean, it shows why Phillip is on the rise as a talent, and it's a nice showcase for him. So, Little Brother, the audio description was fine. It's a drama that doesn't have much in the way of, it doesn't really have a large ensemble. They don't really go to the kinds of locations where you would really want to know more about them. There's, some interiors inside of like apartment buildings and stuff, and hospitals and homes, a little bit of road trip stuff. It's not like exceedingly visual to where you're like, oh wow, I feel like I'm missing out on so much. It's kind of just like a story about two brothers who are going through something. I didn't recognize the voice, but I thought, hey man, you know what? This is a great movie for somebody, because I always see people trying to break into audio description. I was like, this is a great film for somebody who's trying to start off as a narrator. Kind of a low impact movie, because you're doing Little Brother, not Superman. So the bar's not quite as high for you to be able to get your cinematic chops in there, and I thought it was fine. Like, it was a nice job. I didn't have a problem with the writing or the narration. It was okay. It's on Pluto, so I was forced to have commercials, which is sort of interruptive, but it's not that bad. So give it a look-see if you feel like watching it. That's it. I'm gonna give Little Brother, I'm gonna give it a B. I thought it was good. I just don't think it's great. I think it doesn't want to go too dark. It tries to avoid being too dark. It tries to keep, but it's also not light enough to be it's in this weird sort of midsection where it's just depressing enough to not be rewarding on the other end, where some films have managed to have this material and somehow make them darkly funny, and at the same time it's not something that is so shockingly overly dramatic that you're emotionally washed by the end of it either. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle, which just means to me, I just thought it was good. I mean, we've seen better takes, I think, on this subject matter. So, but yeah, can't be free. If you want audio description, Pluto's free, and it has audio description, so it costs you nothing except time. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the other side.